Hi and welcome back to my channel, to the vlog, however you want to call it. Bit of a different one today. I was planning a Temu haul, which I have on the way, but it still hasn't arrived yet, so that will have to be the next vlog. But today I just thought I'd do a bit of things that I've had for a while from Temu that are good, that I've kept, things that I got rid of, and what I'm doing at the minute. And what I'm doing right now, I will try and turn the camera around and show you, is I am about to boil some eggs and cook some rice because I'm making a kedgeree for dinner. And I'm also going to make my own butter. I boiled 6 eggs. I only need 4 for my recipe, but I'm going to make some egg mayonnaise for my husband's sandwiches tomorrow. So my eggs are already at room temperature. I should be using a spoon to drop them in, but I can't. I don't have a tripod that I can do over here. So put 6 in, and then we'll go. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Good girl. So that's the eggs on the go. This little thing I've got on the go is a sourdough starter. My kitchen's quite cool. We don't have the heating on during the day, so I've just given it a little blanket. Getting my rice ready to start cooking. And this is 600 mils of double cream. Now, I believe heavy whipping cream works better, but I didn't have any, Tesco's didn't have any, name dropping there. So yeah, I'm just going to set that on my food mixer on sort of a medium speed until it starts to thicken, and then I can speed it up. It shouldn't take me too long. I'm going to sprinkle in a bit of molten sea salt because we like salted butter. But yeah, I also, with my mum the other day, homemade dog treats. And I'm going to tell you, the dogs think it's obviously like cocaine to them because they are addicted already. And it's dead simple. I will try and tag the recipe in the post, I can't do today, in the description. Right, see how that works. I've got you stood against the salt and pepper. So yeah, dog treats. Oats, meant to be apple puree, but we just basically put an apple in the food processor and chopped it up like that. Blueberries, peanut butter, egg, and parsley, optional. You don't have to, but we did put a little bit in. And then, yeah, bake them for about 25 minutes. Cut them up into whatever size you want. Obviously, I have a little dog, so this is a quarter of one of the whole biscuits. And they're addicted. 1 is not enough, apparently. So yeah, I will put a link in that. And I know you're obviously all loving my YouTube, not my YouTube, it is my YouTube, my Temu hauls, which is wonderful. I enjoy doing them. I enjoy finding new bits and pieces for my home or to gift on. When I did the jewellery haul, you might remember the ring. I have worn that pretty much every day since that haul. It's one of those adjustable ones because I've got big knuckles now. It's an age thing apparently. But yes, I've worn that every day. I've showered with it, washed my hands in it, I've been cooking with it, and as you probably noticed there, no green or anything on my finger. Can't say the same for the other jewellery. The thick bracelet I had, which I will put a picture of here, after about 2 weeks, and I was showering with it, washing my hands with it and things, but after about 2 weeks, green. The necklaces, less time. I think I wore one once, whether it was because I had perfume on or body cream or whatever, but the necklaces didn't work for me. The last video, the kitchen utensils, the potato masher I got, rubbish. your hand was in the pan, so you were getting steamed, which is, if you're doing fresh mashed potato, that's hot. And the holes in it were so tiny, nothing was coming through, it was all just squidging around the outside. But I did buy a new one. Again, it is still very small, but this, much better for mashed potatoes. So this one I recommend. I will, you know the drill, it'll be somewhere. Gel cell, so it's got a very tactile silicone sleeve on the handle, and that's silicone, so I can use it in my non-stick pans, which is what I needed. Very good, happy with that. The tongs I got, brilliant, no fault at all. I have already had a longer pair that I've had for quite a lot, well, years, that I got from Amazon. A lot more money than the ones I got from Temu, and it's almost identical when you look at them side by side. I'm trying to remember what else I got. Some of the Christmas stuff. So I got snowflake stickers. Again, I will try and... they're not sticky. They were like that gel type, so they stick on glass or metal, things like that. So my daughter used them at her uni apartment. And obviously they've saved and they've gone in the bag for next year. Highly recommend. Let me see, what else did we get? I should have written notes for this. The little tub of coloured pencils with the pencil sharpener. I actually did. We do table presents in my family at Christmas. So usually only maximum £5, and it'll have your name on. That's how you know where you're sitting. And it's just a little silly fun gift. So I actually gift that to my mum, who's an artist. But she said it's brilliant because she can stick it in her handbag, and if she's out and about somewhere, she can just take it out and do a little bit of a colour drawing. So that actually worked really well. Crikey, I can't think of the other things I got. The under the sink, I love it, it's brilliant, but it will be used in my craft studio when I manage to get that set up, because it will not fit under my sink. It's too tall, unfortunately. But for those who don't have a shelf under their sink, absolutely brilliant, highly recommend. The hook I've got to put my kitchen roll in, we haven't installed yet because we can't work out where to put it, because all our bench under the unit has things like the kettle, so it would steam it, would get wet, the toaster, fire hazard, or where we store the likes of the air fryer, so that it's just not room. So we're trying to work out, that may again end up in my craft room, but nothing wrong with it, definitely a good product, highly recommend. The oil spray, it's not a spray, it's a squirt. It's like a water pistol squirt. So if you hold it too close to something when you squirt it, it splash back. I don't recommend it. It's not brilliant. I will use it for now, but once I've emptied out what's in it, the olive oil I've got in it, I won't be using it again. That'll be going in the bin, same as with the potato masher. The garlic press, find it. This, I can't get the hang of it because it just seems to flatten. It's almost like these bits needed to be sharper. The inside of it is actually feels a bit rougher, a bit sharper than the outside. That's very smooth. So it tends to just squash the clove and a little bit comes through. A bit of a waste of money. Not that it was expensive, but that'll be going in the bin. I've just taken it out of the drawer, but now I don't recommend that. I've never made butter before. I've just watched a couple of YouTube videos this morning, and they say speed it up, and yeah, you'll see the change when the butter starts separating from the buttermilk, so that's cool. My eggs have had 10 minutes, so I'm going to take them off the heat. Oh, it's steamy. And then just put the tap on them, running cold water. Sorry, I'm just showing you everything, my scruffy end of the kitchen. Yes, I know, how can my kitchen be scruffy already? I live in it. So we're now, what I would say, getting slightly, well, over whipped cream now. So I don't know when I'm meant to add the salt, if I'm meant to add it now or if I'm meant to fold it in once it's butter. And then you get little granules. So I've got flaked salt. I think I'm going to fold it in once it's butter. It's gone more yellow, that's not just my lighting in here. And it's looking more like cottage cheese at the minute, but I think I'm starting to see, you might not be able to see it through the camera, but I'm starting to see a bit of liquid, which is what you want because you're wanting to separate the buttermilk. So doing this should make me butter and buttermilk. It's the magic now. I do believe I've just made butter. So that is butter and that is buttermilk. So I'm going to have to stand you somewhere. Not the best angle, but we'll work with it. So I do believe this is now the butter and what's in there is the buttermilk. So I think I've seen two different people describe what to do next. Is that basically you push that out and you can push it back because there's still bits in the buttermilk in the pan. But if I push that out into the buttermilk, yes, my hands are clean for you germaphobes. Germaphobes, that's a good spoonerism. My daughter would always say this, my best spoonerism is always, and probably most people, is the park arc. But I do come out with some good ones sometimes. Let me know in the comments if any of you have any weird and wonderful spoonerisms that you seem to keep saying. Just going to grab a bowl. So I'm literally got my hand in the buttermilk here, squeezing out anything solid. And then some people squeeze this. I've seen some people rinse it. The guy I saw rinsing it, he recommended you do that. It stops the butter from going rancid. So what I'm going to do is get a bowl of ice water and a nut bag and we'll rinse it. So I'm told it has to be very cold. So there we have some ice water. I have put this in a food bag. It's what I had. It's because it's going to be in there where it's very cold, it shouldn't squeeze through too much. And then you just meant to squeeze it, and apparently you can see the water's going a little bit milky now, and that's the buttermilk coming out. That doing this will stop the butter going rancid apparently as quickly. This should last a couple of weeks, or as long as butter lasts in your house. That is bloody cold water. And that is what you're left with. It's very squidgy, as you can imagine. I'm going to turn the camera around, prop you up again and see if I can show you, because I haven't got anything to hold this at this angle. I'm going to add my salt now. That's the best I can do. I haven't got all these newfangled props to do above and below, and so I'm just getting a bit of Malden sea salt, name dropping, but if you want flaked salt, I haven't found a better one. And then I'm just going to I'm guessing I'm still getting a little bit of buttermilk out on the I'm just using this on some greaseproof paper. Right, I'll hope that I'm told this tastes amazing, and once you've done this, you'll never go back to buying butter. And like I don't know, you can't tell in the video, but it's literally taken me maximum 10 minutes. Let's see which one. That's too big. Maybe you. Just getting a little container. I'm just going to squash it in. If you don't like the feel of things like this, because it's kind of, I find this actually really quite calming. And that. And there we have my homemade butter. So quantity wise, it's given me about 350 grams of butter, and a block that you'd buy is 250 grams. So that's pretty good. And then it's given me 250 ml and just over a cup of buttermilk. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm currently toasting a bagel. I'm going to try my butter. So, butter on a crumpet, not a crumpet, bagel. Wow. If you've never thought of making butter yourself, give it a go. That is so delicious. Tastes so much creamier and smoother and velvety, and the sprinkle of salt I put in has given enough. Oh, you could put all sorts of flavourings in it. Or I'm doing this from now on. And if you noticed, the jug I had the buttermilk in, that's one from the set I got from Temu the other week. Also recommend. Would not trust in a microwave though. I haven't tried it, I'm not going to. I don't want to have to deal with that kind of mess. The makeup I got from Temu. The dupe blusher, it's good. It's so pigmented. So you really, tiny bit goes a long way, but I use that a lot. Obviously I'm barefaced today, plain Jane. The foundation, the shade I got's too dark anyway, but it actually works really well. I mix it with the foundation I've got that's too light. So I've got the cheap Temu foundation that I'm mixing with a Dior liquid foundation that's too light for me. So mixing them together, again, I can't demonstrate today. But it's good. For the price, it's good. Again, yeah, but if you like this kind of video where I just touch base with you, as to products after I've had them for a while and what I think of them, then let me know. And also if you're interested to see me in my cooking, I was in hospitality in the cooking side and restaurant side for over 30 years, so that is my background, but I'm not a chef. And I'm enjoying finding new skills and things as well, hence making my own butter today. I will try and find a recipe to use the buttermilk. I'm not speaking very well today. And I will let you know about the sourdough, but let me know if you like this kind of video as well as the Temu hauls. But a Temu haul is coming as soon as it arrives. It's more household stuff, but who doesn't need household stuff? See you next time.